Someone did comment on my Dior palette video, and it made me think that I really want to use this palette today. So I picked up a couple other pieces from Shopping My Stash back there from those cabinets, and let's play with some makeup that I haven't used in a while. So I'm gonna start with, I think, my face. Should we add some sunscreen? So I'm gonna add a little bit more sunscreen. I'm gonna use my Purito one. This is the Daily Soft Touch Sunscreen SPF 50. Very similar to just like a regular cream. I already have my brows done, and I've used my favorite combo, which I do need to pick up another product. And I'm talking about, this is the best combo ever, and I have been loving it. My Gucci in the shade 03. This is a perfect shade. I love it so much. And then my Rare Beauty gel. This is more like it's not a tinted gel. It's flexible lifting gel made in Korea. I love this product. This combo is one of the best, so you have to give it a try and see. If you don't have the Gucci one, this is quite expensive. You don't have to. You can use the Benefit one. It works the same, but this is not as flaky as the Benefit. I mean, it's not flaky at all. The product that you put in the brow, the Benefit one, I've noticed with the pencil sometimes it could get flaky. So definitely this two combo. Let's start with foundation. I haven't used this one in a while. This is my Patrick Ta foundation, and this is in Rosy Neutral number 3. It's quite bulky. It's very, from what I remember, very liquidy and very creamy, very hydrating. I will put some on the back of my hand like this, so you can see how creamy it is. It's liquidy, I mean, not creamy. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario F4 brush with the big brush. Oh yes, I don't remember how long lasting this is, with it being so hydrating and so lightweight. Oh yeah, you can see I can spread it all over my face, whatever I had on my hand. We'll see if we're gonna build it up or not. If you do have oily skin, I'm not sure how this foundation would actually work for you. I'm just gonna go in with a dampened sponge, this nice green one. Wow, I really forgot how beautiful this foundation looks. Actually, I love the coverage. I really don't think I don't need any more, because I do want to use a concealer, and in today's video I'm going to use my Westman Atelier concealer. Look how pretty the bottle is. You can actually see the shade on this side right here, and this is in the shade Atelier L1. It's more of a thick concealer. I really love the bottle, but I wish I would have gotten a little bit more of a brightening one. This is more kind of like my skin tone. I prefer to usually go for more brightening concealer. I don't really like to get close to my skin tone, just I want to see more brightening effect, but I can still see that it's a little bit more brightening. So I'm going to use this little cutie. You can see the difference, how small it is. I think it's by Morphe, or Juno & Co. I don't remember this logo, so I don't remember where it's from, but I think it's either Morphe or Juno. This is just perfect, this little guy, to get into the eye area here. Then using the actual foundation one that I've used. Still looks nice and brightening. So yesterday we celebrated Dayla's birthday, and we had 3 girls come over and hang out with her, and they were just playing karaoke, because Dayla got a karaoke machine for her birthday and she loves it. And of course this morning, me and my husband, we had to do duets together. We did the Anna and Kristoff one from Frozen. Oh, we have to practice that one because we really loved it. I think it works really good for us. So we did that. I thought I should just get ready for the day. I do want to sew a book / Kindle zippered quilted pouch and another small boxed makeup pouch that I want to do. So I'm excited to actually sew with my new sewing machine. Oh, this new sewing machine is amazing. If you have a manual one, trust me, you would love an electronic one. Okay, so let's move on to bronzer. I do have a scary blush today, but the bronzer See Me Haze Beauty. It's a melting bronze balm, and it's in the shade Cedar 02. Nobody talks about this, and this is such a good bronzer. So I'll use my other Makeup by Mario F4 brush. I have two, one for foundation, one for bronzer and blush. This amazing bronzer. It's so hard to choose a favorite bronzer because they're all pretty good, but I can tell you this is easy to use. This is easier to use than my Westman Atelier. I don't know, it's the balminess to it. It seems like it's harder to work with more liquid bronzing drops than a more balmy texture like this. I think I love balmy texture like this more. Oh, I'm really loving this foundation. It looks so pretty. So I'm trying a new setting on this camera right now. I'm filming into, it's called, so you can choose normal color, which I've used in previous videos, and the color that I chose now, I think it's called 10-bit or something. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, it's the grayish type of version look. So right now what I see on my camera, it's a washed off color. However, when I put it in the program, there's a button that I click color correct, and it automatically brings the exact colors to life that I see in regular life. So it doesn't color correct in a way where it adds a filter or different colors that are not realistic. It brings in the colors that I actually see in real life. So I want to try it in this video and see. I heard a lot of people loving this type of filming in this way. It looks a little bit more realistic. So I wanna, yeah, I'm excited. I want to see how it's going to turn out. Hopefully it's not going to wreck the video and it's not going to leave it gray. If not, we're going to have a gray video today. Like, look how pretty this is. It's very hard for me to see in the monitor because, like I said, in the gray color version, yeah, that is pretty. So I'm just bronzing. I'm not contouring here. This blush that we're going to use right now, I'm telling you, this blush is insanely pigmented. So be super careful with it. And this is by Chanel, the Chanel La Beige blush. Oh, this is in the shade Deep Apricot. Like, it is really deep. It has those pearls inside, beads, that when they break, they bring down the color. So I'm going to put this much. Look at that. Okay, this much only. So I'm going to use the other side of my Makeup by Mario F4 and let's break the beads. Look at that. That's insane. Like, look how much I have on my brush already. So I have to be very, very careful. So I'm just going to keep doing that because I really don't want too much. I don't want too much blush. I've been in more of a more natural type of blush. That's already crazy. See, that's already too much. Look how much product. I don't know why the bottle's so big. They should have made it bigger with such pigmented. I guess it's 15 milliliters only, but it's already insane. You see that? So I'm just gonna flip the brush and use the side that we use for the bronzer, that I've used for the bronzer, and I will just try to blend it all in. Just wanted to make it look very natural. And look how my hand looks. That's crazy. Let me take out a wipe to clean up my hand. But I'm loving this blush. It's so pretty and a little bit goes a long way. I think this is probably gonna be a blush that I will bring with me to my son's graduation. Like I said in previous videos, I'm still thinking to see what makeup I wanna use and what foundation, concealer I wanna bring. Okay, let's move on to a powder. I'm gonna go again into my Guerlain L'Essentiel. This is the Meteorites in O2 Cool. Oof. The powder came out. Look at those beads. I love them. I do want to get another one. I don't know why. What I didn't like about them before was the color that they presented the beads to look like, when in reality they look a little bit more pale, but that's not a big deal as long as they perform good. So you just get a fluffy brush like this. This is by Moda. And I'm just going to swirl it in here. You can see the powder coming up. And just powder the face. It adds a little bit more glow to the face, but diminished glow. So it does cover a little bit of that foundation glow without taking all of the glowiness away. How many times can I say glow? It's so pretty. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm gonna start by doing my waterline first, and I want to use this Kosas Soul Glazer Intensifying Gel Liner, and it's in this shade right here. This is the shade Gravitate. So it's more of an off-white type of pencil that you want to put in the waterline to brighten your waterline. So it's harder to see because it's not really a white. Like I said before, if you have one from the drugstore, it works probably the same. But I wanted to try it. So it's very hard to tell the difference. You can still see a little bit. If you do have, also ColourPop is a good one. Essence, you can see that they're all similar in shades. So if you have others, you don't really need this one. I didn't see too much creaminess. I wish it was a little bit more creamy, but it's still pretty. Like, it's very subtle. So if you want a little bit more intensity, then you have to choose maybe a white. But look how subtle and beautiful that makes it. So it's still a good product, but if you do have others, I'm saying you don't need to go spend your money on it. But I wanted to try it because this was recommended or talked about by Julia Adams, and I wanted to try it because it looked really good, and I agree, it looks really nice and natural in the waterline. I don't want something to make my eyes look unnatural there or too bright. Okay, so let's move on to this palette. This is the Dior Backstage, the 002 Smoky Essentials. It's more on the cool tone side. Start with this shade right here in the corner first. I see that they pull a little bit more pinky, but they're so pretty. I do like this palette though a lot because I love a cool tone. I have to add a little bit concealer there. I'm not sure why it is red, but I feel like this concealer is a little bit more on the thicker side, so be careful. I suggest to go a little bit, goes a long way. Otherwise, I think it's gonna be creasing on you if you have any fine lines there. Anyways, okay, let's leave it like that for now. So that's a very nice shade. See, it has more winey and purple tones. Yeah, let's go with the middle one. I'm gonna use the same brush and go in here and just use this one in the crease. I think this is more on the brown side. It still has the pinkish purple wine tone. This is a perfect palette for every day, for any type of party that you want to go to. You can intensify it, you can add a lot of depth to it, or you can just keep it very lightweight. So I think I'm going to use the same shade. Let's go with a smaller brush. I really like this one by BK Beauty A504 brush, and I'm going to use the same shade and add it on the bottom. This is a perfect brush for adding eyeshadow here. It's not too big, not too small, and it's has those bristles, long, fluffy, but also hard enough to deposit the product. These shadows are so easy to use. I'm kind of, you know what, I haven't used this shade at all. Right here, it's like a gray shade, so I'm gonna go into this shade today. Why not? And I will use BK Beauty 203. I'm just gonna add this. I'm scared. I haven't used this shade at all. On the outer corner. Oh yeah, it's very nice and elegant, and it's definitely, it's interesting. It has it's grayish looking, but it comes across more on the taupey brown when it transferred to the eye. It looks very nice actually, so don't be afraid of that shade if you see it in there. I'm just gonna use the first brush and blend. Oh, I'm loving the shade. I'm gonna use it more often now. I think it's the first time I'm actually using the shade. So I'm going to go with another flat brush. I think I'm going to keep the inner corner and I'm light. And I'm going to use with this one right here. Let's see. Which one do I want to use? Yeah, let's go with the white one. Why not? This is just a BK Beauty A505. See, it's just a perfect amount of brightness. Oh, I love this look actually. So I'm going to add that white in this corner here. Oh, very pretty. So I'm just gonna blend this a little bit more here because I don't want to see a sharp line here. Do I have to add anything else? Yes, why not? I'm gonna go into this blinked brush E6 and go into this black here. And I will just add it very close to the lash line here. I think this is too big of a brush for this, but I just want to intensify this line a bit more. I'm not going to do a wing or anything and just bring it down here like outer V without creating a wing like that. See the difference? This eye, that nice V, and then the missing V here. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. Just make sure that you get rid of the product from the brush before you tap it off. Otherwise it will be too much. And I'm just stamping it. I'm just going to blend it there, but I like to stamp That way there's no fallout with this black. That looks pretty. Just gonna go with this sponge where we used it for concealer, or I'll use this Rare Beauty brush. So I'm gonna quickly apply mascara, and then we'll do a really nice lip together. And mascara, I'm gonna use my regular Tartelette mascara, my favorite mascara ever. I'll be right back with lips, so enjoy this intermission. Okay, so here is a close-up of how everything looks. The foundation is amazing. I'm actually loving it. Concealer seems a little bit drying, maybe in combo with the powder. But other than that, I'm actually loving this bronzer, this Shimmy Haze bronzer with the Chanel blush. I think that the combination looks really good together. I love the eye look, of course, the Dior. You can't go wrong with Dior. Okay, for lips, I will use this drugstore lip liner. It's so good. This is by Essence. This is the Essence Stay 8-Hour Lip Liner. And the shade I have is Because Duh. It's just such a perfect shade. It's one of those things that you twist up. I've used this the other day, and it's my lip color, but so much better. Such a pretty color. And I like to use this as well to fill in the lips. It is very hydrating feeling. It doesn't tug on your lips. It's non-drying at all. I definitely recommend this one from the drugstore. So now let's go with this product. I have two, and I have to see which one do you guys looks better. I have two by Refi. Unfortunately, this you can't really see the actual color. So I have Oat and Blush. And I think Blush will look better. So we have Oat here, which is more of a see-through nude beige brown. It looks really good. Like, it's hard to tell the difference. And then here we have Blush, which is more rosy like this one. So I think we're gonna go with Blush today. And it's so hydrating. So it comes with this nice metal lip applicator. I really love this product. Definitely recommend this. If you wanna get the cheaper version, you can get the like, this is a dupe. Okay, here's a dupe for you. This one by Judy Doll, and they have the same kind of idea of applicator. You see that? It's such, and it has exactly the same formula as well. And this is you just twist. There you go. That's the Judy Doll. But when you blend it, you see it's exactly the same. Definitely recommend this one's by Judy Doll. You buy them at Stelvana. They're gonna be on my shopping shelf in the description box. But look how pretty that is. Okay, what do you guys think? Here's the final look. Here's from afar. The lips look pretty, and this actually lasts a long time. Not 8 hours, obviously, because you use your lips to drink and eat, but for being a drugstore product, they last you a long time. I do love this eye look as well. It's really pretty. I love how that white is not really white. It has like a pinky shift in it, so it's not too crazy bright. But yeah, here's the final look. Inspiration in today's video was this palette, and with some other products I haven't used in a while, of course. Thank you so much for joining me today and spending time with me. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.